Hey guys, if you have been smoking or vaping during this COVID-19 pandemic, and if you're feeling like, gosh, the damage is done, I shouldn't even try to quit smoking, I'm too stressed to quit smoking, I want to just give you some inspiration to stop, because you can actually reverse the impact of your smoking or vaping. Make your lungs so much healthier within a few days if you stop smoking or vaping. And I also want to address your fears and concerns about stopping, the stress and all of that. My name is Rita Black. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, a smoking cessation specialist, and I am the creator of Smoke Free 123. And I also am a former pack and a half a day smoker. I smoked for ages, and I remember I never lived through a pandemic before, but I certainly lived through bronchitis and smoking through really heavy duty sicknesses and everything. So, I know what it's like to be have lungs that are, you don't even feel like you can breathe. I also want to offer you a place in my master class, which is called How to Stop Smoking or Vaping Without Withdrawal, Cravings, or Weight Gain. Click down below and you can grab your free seat there. But let's hop into this, because I think you'll find this interesting, hopefully, and inspirational for you to take that big leap to become a non-smoker. Cilia. Right now, when you smoke, the tar in the cigarettes and the chemicals in the vape, they create the cilia, the little sort of what you would call eyelash hairs that line your lungs, lay flat. And they do not do their job. What cilia's function is to mobilize the mucus that is in your lungs with the toxins and get it all out and keep your lungs fresh and clean. And when we smoke, what happens is that the cilia lay flat and are not able to mobilize the mucus or the toxins. So the mucus and toxins sort of get to the bottom of the lungs and just kind of hang out there, which then makes us far more at risk for infection. Within a week, the cilia start to come back. They start to come back almost immediately as the tar clears away, and you'll feel like the coughing is actually good stuff, because the cilia start to, tickle the insides of your lungs, and you start to cough and get that mucus out. So that's all good news for you. Neutrophil, which I don't know if you know about neutrophil, but you probably know about white blood cells. Neutrophil are like the first responder white blood cells to an infection in your body. So neutrophil are like the super white blood cells, and those are neutralized when you smoke or vape. So that just, again, puts you at more risk for infection, but the neutrophil will come back really quickly. Again, within a few days to a week, your ability to fight off infection will increase dramatically when you become a non-smoker or you put the vape down, okay? So the last thing is this compound called cotinine, and again, maybe you've heard of cotinine. It is a metabolite of nicotine, and cotinine has a lot of different functions, but one of the things that it does do is it makes your lungs more at risk for ARDS. Now, cotinine, interestingly, or well, not so interestingly, and this is just something you should know, especially if you vape indoors, is that the other people who are breathing in your vapor are also getting this in their system. So if you have kids or other people in your environment, you may just want, if you are going to keep vaping, cool, but definitely just make sure that you're keeping it away from people who could also then be at risk. But cotinine, again, will dissipate very quickly. Nicotine and cotinine will exit the body fairly, it takes probably 21 days for most of the nicotine to clear your system, but within 48 hours, most of the nicotine is gone. So cotinine goes with the nicotine. And so it, very quickly, that risk for the ARDS, which is acute respiratory distress syndrome, it will go away. I I hope I said that correctly. I meant to say ARDS right in front, that is what cotinine does. It makes you more at risk for ARDS, which is acute respiratory distress syndrome. And that is, again, something that the advanced stages of COVID they're linking that to. So just really important but very inspirational, because within a few days, all of those risks, you can see like very quickly your lung health will improve in a way that would really make a difference in this current pandemic situation. Now, secondly, I know you might be saying, but Rita, I'm too stressed out to quit smoking right now. Come on, this is the most stressful time. Like, nobody knows what's happening. We don't know what's going on. I don't have my job. I lost my job, or I'm at home all day long and everybody's in the house and they're, we're all freaking stressed out, right? So, here is the thing. If you are stressed, just understand that smoking actually creates more stress. Not only does smoking, it stimulates your central nervous system, so it doesn't ever calm you down. That sensation of calming down often comes with a couple of things. One, often if we're smoking, we will leave the house or what have you to smoke, and often just getting away from people and places and things can calm us down. The other thing is that the brain, the dopamine center in the brain, when we want to smoke, will bug us for the cigarette or the vape. And when we vape, that part of the brain is pretty much going on all day long. It's agitating you. But when you smoke, like every couple of hours or at the end of a TV show, or when you're finished with work, or when the kids are bugging you, it will say, hey, go smoke it. And that agitated feeling, like when you go and you light that cigarette, you feel that relief. That's a relief from the agitation. That isn't actually that the cigarettes are physically calming you down. So anyway, also, just FYI, and you probably know this, is the amount of time you think about the impact that smoking's having on your lungs. Like when you're laying in bed at night and you're wheezing, or you're in the morning, it's like, why did I smoke that whole pack of cigarettes? Or why am I, and the stress of if you vape, making sure your vape battery is plugged in, and do you have enough juice, and do you have enough cigarettes, and all that? Do I have enough money to go buy? That's stressful. People, it's stressful. So, become a non-smoker. People who come to see me or clients who buy my online program, they'll report to me, they'll say, hey, look, I thought it was just, smoking helped me calm down, but I realized smoking created so much more stress. And once I became a non-smoker, I had a lot less anxiety, because that agitated feeling, a lot of people interpret as anxiety. So maybe you want to reconsider the fact that that smoking actually calms you down, and that you're so stressed. I get it. We are stressed, but you can become a non-smoker. You can take back your power. And guess what? When we feel in control, we feel a lot more stable, and that does calm us down. And being in control by becoming a non-smoker will actually help you calm down. Now, the other thing is, I'm around, I'm at home all day now, I'm bored. Or, I don't have a job right now, and so I'm watching TV all day. Or, smoking has become my part-time job. And that's what I do. Or vaping has become my part-time job. Or I'm at home all day, and so I'm just smoking way more, because at work I would have to stop in order to work. And then, so that's, a lot of people are saying that. So here's the thing to consider with regards to that, smoking keeps you trapped. We have an opportunity here, a lot of people, for instance, if they've lost their jobs, or if they're at home and they're smoking all the time, I'm sure there's a part of you that wants more for you and your life. Meaning that right now, there are a lot of people using this time to learn a new skill, to get a new hobby. A lot of people are learning to garden. A lot of people are learning to cook. A lot of people are, adding to their lives by taking the time to add value to their life. Wouldn't you love to say, well, I used this pandemic as a way to improve myself in some way, rather than I use this pandemic to smoke a bunch of cigarettes. And I'm not saying that in a way, I don't mean it in a negative way at all. I mean it as like opening up a door for you to step through in a powerful way, because what smoking does is it keeps us in a holding pattern. All roads lead to a cigarette. Feel a feeling, smoke a cigarette, get stressed out, smoke a cigarette, happy cigarette, sad cigarette. And it starts to oppress us and weigh us down. And our human spirit really wants more. And there always is this part of us that's like, why am I doing this? I want more from my life. And right now is a time where, I don't know what's going on in your life. So what I may be speaking to might not be appropriate for you right now. But if it is, it means that when you become a non-smoker, you will have time to, I just had a client who said, you know what, I'm going to get my real estate license. They had become unemployed and they said, I'm going to get my real estate license. Now that I'm a non-smoker, I'll have that time to really focus and change my life and take it back control. I had another client who said, I'm going to go fix my garden and I'm going to clean out all my closets and I'm going to organize them, and I'm super excited about doing that, right? So there is probably something right now that you can improve about your life that becoming a non-smoker would help you open up that door for yourself to do. So think about that time, and think about that once you are a non-smoker, your brain will move forward and adapt to your non-smoking circumstances. Don't think about taking it away. You're creating something powerful and new, and you can step in and use that time at, this pandemic time, maybe to really take a step forward in your life in a way that might surprise you. So the last thing is, money, and again, I don't know how many, if you received a stimulus check, but if you did, my guess is a lot of that stimulus check is going to the cost of your cigarettes or your vape juice. I know that smoking is expensive, but now more than ever, especially with people out of work, those, Philip Morris isn't giving you a coupon. Philip Morris isn't offering you a discount during this COVID-19 time, right? You think about that, like the cigarette companies, the nicotine replacement companies, all of them, they're not like saying, oh, times are hard, have your cigarettes for half price. I mean, maybe you can find a sale, maybe you can do that, but I bet Philip Morris isn't personally coming around giving you some money back. No, he's still taking the same amount of money every single day. And, in a way, we're working for Philip Morris, aren't we? We're paying him money, we're giving him our time. Smoking is kind of like a part-time job. And isn't it time to quit that job and to stop giving Philip Morris your money and to put that in your own pocket and put it towards the value and quality of your life? I bet it is. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. The good news is within a week, you can really improve your lung health no matter where you are in your life and how long you have smoked for. And the other good news is that these are limiting beliefs. I am too stressed. I need smoke to fill my time. I'm stressed about money. Yeah, put some more money in your pocket. Become a non-smoker. Use that time to inspire yourself to move forward in your life in whatever way that means, with a new hobby, with improving a hobby you already have, improving a skill set you already have, going back to school online. There's a lot of colleges that are giving free classes online. Like, there's a lot of opportunities out there to use your time and improve your life. And that stress is an illusion. Smoking creates more stress than it relieves, believe me. So you can do this. You can become a non-smoker. Grab a seat in my masterclass, How to Stop Smoking. It's free. How to Stop Smoking Without Withdrawal, Cravings, or Weight Gain. Okay? Hope this has been helpful. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself, okay? And have a great day.